Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs. This is your soul messages. So going into deep messages for around these times of change, of soul messages, why you're here, Aries, as a collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs. Now, Aries, there's going to be an extended reading. So if you are resonating with these messages, I'm going to go into way more depth in an extended reading. You might want to get that. Toward the end of it, I'll be popping a link for it up there. You can also find a link for that extended reading in the description box below. So let's get your cards out and see what the guides want to tell you. Now, I was meditating before doing this, and Aries, you're the warriors. I've got a lot of Aries energy in me. I'm a kickboxer as well. We are the warriors, and we've got a lot of courage. And fighting the good fight is what I heard. We're here to fight the good fight, especially in these times coming up. So let's get into it for our Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs. Hope. Right. So there's a brighter future. Hoping for a brighter future. Here's the thing. We're at a point in time now, Aries, where the narcissists are kind of reigning. So they're the kings and the queens, you know, at the moment, of a lot of things. Society structures, governments, even algorithms for social networks and YouTube and stuff like that. It is being ruled by the narcissists at the moment. What I mean by the narcissists is those without empathy. So those that they're not doing the best for the human race like empaths would, right? So there's two kinds of people, and I think they're pretty 50-50 in the world. So the empaths, we create things that are going to benefit people, to help people and all of that. That's fighting the good fight. Fighting the good fight as well can sometimes be calling out the narcissist for the behavior, calling them out on what it is that they're doing, because otherwise, how are they going to get that information? They certainly won't look inside for it like empaths do. Empaths look inside for it, you know. Even if we are accused of something, like something's projected onto us, we'll still consider it. Like, is that true? Actually, no, it's not true. It's true about the person that's telling me it's, you know, I've got that about me. Or we consider it and we're like, actually, they've got a point. Yeah, I've got something to look at there. So, narcissists, they won't do that. People without empathy, then they're not anywhere near that level to be able to be introspective in that kind of way. So the hope card has come out because the way I see it, fighting the good fight is for a better future. Number one, seeking out the empaths and doing business with them, right? Connecting with them, working with them, having relationships with them, frequenting their businesses and all of that kind of thing. Because empaths, we are out there and we are creating things, right? Because the empaths are going to be connected in with the universe too, so that when people are in alignment, the universe can work through them. When people are out of alignment, they can't work through them, so the universe can't work through them. Their guides might be yelling at them, but, you know, ain't nobody home. Like, they're not going to get any response from them. So universal principles, they apply to everyone. However, as empaths, if we are seeking abundance, we're going to be able to get it through wildlife, through nature. Yes, that's all going to be delivered to us because nature is in alignment. And we're going to be able to get that abundance through empaths too, because they're in alignment. They can work with the flow of the universe. But can we get it from the narcissist? No. Or those systems? No. Because it's so out of whack with those universal principles. Even though universal principles apply, those people and the systems that they make are not in the flow. And so you might have been asking yourself, Aries, why abundance doesn't flow, why narcissists seem to be able to get a lot of abundance right through their systems and empaths can't. Have you been asking yourself that? Next card out is flow. Your abundance, Aries, and the fight to be fought and the flow, the hope is found in the flow. Is found in your very being, the goodness of your heart, and that fire and passion for doing the right thing, fighting the good fight. It's to be found with the flow and with the people with the flow and with the institutions, societies, or whatever the empaths have built that will be in with the flow too. So I've noticed this too. Like if I try and manifest money and then do it in a, you know, like you have to do on social networks and stuff like that, and on YouTube, is like you got to make something salubrious and like jarring and untruthful, and you know, you got to like poke people's wounds to get them to comment. It's all complete narcissist stuff. It doesn't work for me. I can't even do it. Even if sometimes I will try, I just can't do it. Anyway, you got ambition here and explore. You might have noticed that too, right? And so you just need to know, you just need to look in the right places. There are certain environments that you will flourish, Aries, but there's certain environments that are just, it ain't going to work for you because it's not in the flow. It's like you've got guides, right, Aries, and your guides are helping you. And yes, you're doing the right things to tap into abundance, but within an environment where there are those narcissists and what they've made, which are not for the benefit of humans, that is totally out of the flow. It's flowing in a certain kind of a way, but for them, but it's out of your flow, it's out of alignment. Abundance isn't to be found there. You need to be seeking out those that are in the flow, the same kind of a flow as you. So ambition and explore. Ambition, you can be ambitious, absolutely, yes. But explore the environment that you're in. I'll give you an example. Well, there's the example of of YouTube. When Facebook and Twitter first started, I was one of the early adopters and was doing readings on it. And it really worked for me. I was like a magnet, and, you know, my guides could bring the right people to me and all of that. It was wonderful. And it was like, wow, the internet is so amazing because it's working with the laws of the universe. And until it stopped. And until they were like trying to make a lot of money off it and made these algorithms to clamp down and to make money on it, and then it's like it doesn't work for me anymore. It's not part of that flow. So you've got to look for the right environments with the right kind of people there. That's where you can explore your ambition and then remove yourself from the environments that you'll notice are not flowing. Let's get some tarot out for you. What do Aries need to know? The High Priestess, your intuition, right? Another one. The Eight of Pentacles, getting paid. So it is very much connected to abundance, your reading, Aries, as perhaps you've been looking in the wrong places, and perhaps you've been trying to empower yourself, because it's very difficult without money, isn't it? To do that and to have any sway. But this is saying, oh yeah, you are tuned into abundance and you can have it, just not from them. It ain't gonna work. I've noticed that myself, is like I can like look, there was a really tall papaya tree a couple of years ago outside of my place, and I looked at it and it was all these papaya fruits like really high up, and I wonder how we're going to get those down. They look like they were ripe. I wonder how the staff here are going to get those down. The next day I heard this crashing noise. The tree had fallen this way and it had deposited all the fruits right on my balcony. It was the right height and distance away that it dropped all the fruit right outside my door, and I was like, wow. And that just shows that I'm connected with abundance, and in environments like nature, I can think of something and it can manifest like that. It can put it right outside my door. Didn't even need to like go into the jungle out there for it. Didn't need to do anything. It was right there at my door. You too, Aries, you can manifest like that, but not in the wrong environment. Not in the wrong environment. So play around with that. Be ambitious out in nature and you'll see how in alignment nature is. You might have noticed that around animals and nature itself, that you can manifest like that, but perhaps not in the workplace or, you know, on social media or something like that. Well, your intuition is playing a part here. You can trust it. You're in alignment. You are getting the correct messages. I'm getting this bit of a fight within you, Aries, of perhaps you're like, what am I doing wrong? Abundance isn't working for me. What am I doing wrong? You know, the fault is in society and the structures that have been created by narcissists. We've got Queen of Emotions, got Queen of Voices. Queen of Emotions is about being open to receiving. Queen of Voices is about having boundaries. So you got to look in the right places. You got to be open to the right people, not just be open to everybody. Being open to everyone is a disaster. You will get used and abused. You got the Tower, things falling apart. You see, this is fighting the good fight, because I'm just getting this thing like Aries. I think you and I, as Aries energy, we're here to fight the good fight, and sometimes we're here to call out those things that need to fall apart. Those structures and those things that are just wrong. They're just wrong. Like Big Pharma, I funded. I was one of the funders of a movie that's out this week. First Do No Farm, it's called. Farm as in PH farm. Because that needs to be called out. The evil that's going on there, anyway, you can watch that. Because of this strength. Because of the strength of Aries. So Aries, this message, use your intuition. It says the High Priestess. Who to be open to, who to be closed to. Queen of Cups and Queen of Voices there. They're kind of opposite energies for your reading anyway. Of choose who you're open to, what you're open to, where you'll go for your abundance, and who to be just like completely use your intuition. Your intuition is right of who can be trusted, who can't be trusted. It's not really about trust. It's who is operating from their heart, from this empathic place, doing the right thing for human beings. That's where your abundance is found. Open up to those kind of people and those kind of structures, companies, whatever. The rest perhaps is going to fall apart, or you might be needing to be strong to call them out. I do feel, yeah, that's part of it, is the strength to call out the wrong players. But again, it's with the High Priestess, so use your intuition about that, Aries. Retreat your energy. It's like, you're doing that wrong, and then go and hide. No, with that retreat energy, you got to pick and choose your battles. Yeah. Fiery Aries, you know? You got to pick and choose your battles, because you could really get into this needs to fall apart, rather than, well, perhaps I should just be ambitious with the empaths. You know what I mean? Yeah, it's probably that. You probably don't need to fight. You probably don't need to use your strength to call out the others, because they're not going to change. Calling them out is not going to change. They'll just deflect it back. They'll blame you. You know what they're like. They don't. So retreat your energy from the wrong people, and pursue your ambition of making good things that are benefiting the human race, and pursue it amongst empaths. Use the right people. Eight of Pentacles, because you deserve to be paid. You deserve abundance, and you are in alignment with abundance. That's the thing. I think that's where empaths have struggles with abundance, right? Is because we're like, well, but it's not working for me. I'm not getting it. And it's like, well, you're trying to play by the rules of in the narcissist society thing, and that's not ever going to work for you, because it's just like so far out of alignment with who you are and what's in your heart. Eight of Pentacles is all about getting paid what you're worth. The Eight of Voices, but you're trapped in your mind. So we can look at society and think, well, I'm a human being, same as them, and so I should be able to get my abundance from that, because universal principles apply. But, yes, but there is such a big difference, a big divide in energies between narcissists on one end of the scale and empaths on the other end of the scale. It's like almost like two different races. And as I was channeling in 2012, wrote a book about it, 2012 and beyond, about a big divide. It's getting more and more obvious what that divide is to me now. Call them the narcissist, but really it's not really like, I don't know, there isn't a good name for them. Narcissists, people that don't have empathy, psychopaths, sociopaths, and not even like that bad kind of thing, but people that are just not tuned into their empathy, not interested in doing the right thing by human beings, good things that improve for human beings, quite happy to walk all over people, manipulate people to get what it is that they want. They don't care what they do, right? Those, whatever you want to call those, they've got a certain kind of an energy, and you cannot work with them. You can't get abundance from them, you can't work with them, you can't use their stuff. It's not going to work for you. That is going to be a huge block. So Eight of Voices is when we're in a trap because we've got an idea, a belief that just isn't true. And it's got something to do with you thinking that you can operate in the same kind of structures that they're operating in. It's a burden. You've given yourself the challenge to do it. Don't give yourself an impossible task. Don't give yourself an impossible task that's like, I should be able to thrive in a vibration that is completely different to mine. It's like, no, you can't. You can't do it. You just can't do it. Now, this could be about if you are still around people that are like that in your personal life, friendships, family, and stuff like that, and they're abusive to you or they're not loving to you, and they don't really care. You need to walk away from them, retreat your energy, at least. Okay, let's get more cards out for you. Tell us more for Aries, please. What else do they need to know? Thanatos. And go on, I need to look Thanatos up. I have to do this for these cards sometimes. Thanatos meaning represents death. Okay. Thanatos is a person's urge toward death or self-harm. It's about endings. Thanatos. It's a dark energy, right? So I think, Aries, this is saying that you're so strong. You think you can be amongst the dark energy, this side, those people that I explained to you about, and make the change from within that. Ooh, that's hard. And I would say impossible to do. The healer and the mirror. Now, mirror images, you think it's the same, but it's not. It's actually reversed. Mirror is reversed. We don't know our faces unless you're like me. You're on video all the time, so I know what our face is like. We know the reverse of our faces because we look in a mirror. It's a weird thing. You get used to it, but once you make videos all the time, it's a weird thing at first to actually see yourself at different angles and stuff. But once you get used to it, it's like hearing your voice. Remember when you first heard your voice on a recording? It was like, what? Do I sound like that? You get used to that too. But anyway, you got the healer and the mirror. Right. So the healer, you got good energy, Aries, and you're strong too. The opposite is attracted to you because of that. The opposite wants that energy from you. I think they're entitled to that energy. It's like, so we're thinking like narcissist now. A narcissist thinks, well, I've got the money and I can do that, but I'm still not happy. They're happy. They've got good energy. They're happy. They owe me something. I need to take it from them. That's the way that a narcissist thinks, right? Because a narcissist are never happy. They always want more, 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 more. Looking in the wrong places for it, of course. Not looking inside of themselves. But you've got that good juju and that good energy. They're the mirror. So it feels like a never-ending battle to me. I know, because I've lived it. A never-ending battle of thinking, no, I can sort this out. I can fix this, and I can work with them, and I can be around them, and I can do this. I can do this. And they say, and like, you can't. You really can't. You go on the bed, sweetie. You really can't, because it's mirror opposites. You're a gem. Look at that. You're a gem, the eternal child. Eternal optimist. So it's beautiful energy, the hope energy that like, no, I can stay in this system and change it from within. And the guides are like, Aries, no, you can't. I mean, beautiful thought, but I liken it to, was it in that book 2012 and Beyond? Maybe. This was the analogy in that book. It was a channel book, as all of my books have been. It said, I said, it. You're in the mud, right? You're flailing around in the mud with these people that are all muddy and flinging crap at each other, and you're covered in mud, right? And then you realize, you're like, oh, damn, I need to heal myself. You get out of the mud, you clean yourself off, you launder your stuff, and you get yourself clean. You're like, right, I'm going back in. This time I'm not going to get muddy. You go back in and you're amongst those people and you get muddy again. You're like, oh, damn, I need to heal. So you get out and you clean yourself up. You launder your stuff and you clean yourself off, and you're like, right, this time I'm going to get in, I'm not going to get dirty. You get back in the mud with them and you get dirty. Aries, until you realize, and like, I can never get in that mud with them without getting dirty. We're vibrational beings. We're vibrational beings. You can't be around certain vibrations and thrive. You have to be amongst your vibration, and then you'll thrive. So, Aries, you've given yourself an impossible task. What else do you need to know, Aries? Not that. What else do Aries need to know? These ones. Tulip, friendship and gratitude. Let us be grateful for the people who make us happy. They are the charming gardeners who make our souls blossom. So this is telling you, Aries, to be around your own kind. Not the mirror images, not the opposite, but people who are like you. Like I said, you need to seek out the empaths and be around them. Bellflower, as strong as you are, don't stay around the narcissists and fight them. Like, good on you for giving it a go. I did too, but you just can't. And bellflower, gratitude. Gratitude makes sense of our past, brings peace for today, and creates a vision for tomorrow, said Melody BT. I'll read it again. Bellflower, gratitude. Gratitude makes sense of our past, brings peace for today, and creates a vision for tomorrow. Think on it, Aries. Think on what could be possible when you are working amongst and ambitious amongst those with good hearts that are making a difference. And anything is possible. Does that reignite a real hope in you? I hope so. I hope so. Well, Aries, if those messages resonate with you, Aries, and you want more, I'm going to get deeper into it. I'm going to get much more out, and I'm going to go deeper into all of the energies that are on the table here in these cards. And let's get in there and get some deep messages. If you're interested in that deeper dive, it is called a Next Aries reading. I'll pop a link for it up there, and there's also a link for that in the description box and in the comments below. It's one of those instant watch kind of things. I'm about to record it right after I finish this one. And also, Aries, if you're interested in a soul contract reading, that is a reading, and it's all about, it's a private reading, very long reading, and it's about why you incarnated, what you decided to do here personally. Goes a lot into that. It goes into your karma, it goes into your dharma, it goes into what is going really well for you at the moment along those lines, and also what isn't going well for you at the moment, and guidance with all of that too. If you're interested in one of those, they're $100 off at the moment on my website, behealing.com. They're pretty expensive. They have to be. It takes me a long time to do them, and I really need to channel deep into it for that kind of stuff, but you might be interested in getting one of those. But if this is where you're leaving me, Aries, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to click like before you click off down there. Click that subscribe button if you're new. Leave me a comment too. Love hearing from you. How did that resonate with you? You get something from that? I hope so. And consider clicking that join button down there to be part of the collective that is my membership here. I go live every single day for the members. Do some channeling, some deep channeling for the members. You can be part of that if you want to supercharge your healing and your progression for the big changes that we've got coming up in the world. Can you feel it, Aries? Can you feel it coming? I hope so. I can. Well, there we go. Thank you again for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye.